Hi everyone, welcome along to the Game Extra. Thanks to Macca's, Mark Reddings alongside Craig O'Donoghue from the West Australian, recapping a big weekend of football. Monday night, Optus Stadium. The Eagles, fair to say, Craig, they were thunderstruck by the Demons late in that one.
Quite an amazing game. It looked all over as we were only a couple of minutes into the final quarter, and then all of a sudden the field umpire said, "Get off the field." We've got lightning, and it took 29 minutes for them to get out there, and it was a vastly different West Coast team that came out afterwards, wasn't it?
Was indeed. You're a former umpire. You're close to that fraternity. Everyone across the rules when this went pear-shaped at Optus Stadium with the thunder and lightning in the vicinity?
Yeah, I've actually had a game which I've had to call off because of lightning, so I've been through that experience myself. It was half an hour in the waffle at that time. It's now 60 minutes because it takes a long time for everyone to be comfortable that lightning is gone and to get everyone back out. And we saw 29 minutes it took them, so it would have been really tight under that old half-hour rule. So the hour gives them just a bit more time to be certain that the game can restart and the players have a bit more time to warm up. And what we saw was West Coast said, let's just come out and have a crack, let's attack. They kicked 5 goals in the first 3 and a bit quarters. They kicked 4 goals in 20 minutes afterwards and put Melbourne under real pressure. And for a while, it looked like they might steal it.
Question is, why didn't they play like that from the outset? That we may never know. Shannon Hearn, unlikely to be available for the Derby, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's got a hamstring complaint. Liam Duggan's got a knee issue, which means he's not going to play either. And Josh Kennedy's got some knee problems also. So 3 blokes that they might be missing. You'd hope they're going to get Luke Shuey back. You hope they're going to get Tom Barrass back. And there's a chance they'll get Liam Ryan. But once again, it could be 3 out and 3 in. And that's the last thing West Coast need.
What about the Derby? Both sides, fair to say, not in great form, but they're not out of finals contention. The Dockers themselves, unfortunately, against the better sides this year, Sunday in particular against Brisbane, not up to it.
Yeah, they've had 4 games this year where they've been inside the 8 and had the chance to stay inside the 8 afterwards, and they've lost all 4 of them by an average of 10 goals. So that just shows that they just aren't good enough when it comes to playing against the top 8 teams. They're good enough to get in there, but it's a very different scenario when they then have to stay in there and compete against the best teams. Brisbane dominated that match from the outset. Their pressure was just too much for Fremantle, and in the end, Fremantle just wilted.
In the end, the margin 64 points to the Brisbane Lions. So looking ahead to the Derby, there are still finals implications. Both sides theoretically can still make it, but where does this land on the weekend?
Well, one of the teams is going to walk away going where it's still a chance in finals. The other one's going to have real issues. Like even Adam Simpson said last night, we keep losing, but we keep staying 7th because no one else is winning behind them. So Fremantle can push up and apply some pressure by winning that game. It will put pressure on West Coast in that last game where they have to go to Brisbane. We know Essendon are certainly charging home. We know GWS are certainly charging home. So the winner of this game will walk away going, we feel like finals are a genuine prospect for us now. The loser will have real headaches.
What we do know after last night, Melbourne on top of the table, a couple of rounds to go. The Eagles are still in the 8. The Dockers have some work to do, 12th. It all builds up to a bizarre weekend. The Derby, crowds are here, and the Fremantle Dockers, it's their home game. They'll be looking for a bumper crowd. Thanks for your company on The Game Extra. Nice work from you, Cod. We'll catch you during the course of the week on 7 West and on thewest.com.au. Once again, thanks to Macca's for their great support. We'll see you next week.